Hello guys, James here from Audio Tech. We are today looking at the Xgimi MoGo 4 laser version. This is not a sponsored video for you guys, just so you know. So this would be my view on experience, giving you my recommendations, my reviews, my thoughts on what this projector is like. We would be looking at this during the day to give you an idea of how this performs with daylight, basically. I will do another video at some point at night to give you an idea of that. It's 550 ISO lumens. I'll go through the specs in a minute, which is 100 lumens more than the standard MoGo 4. So if we look outside here today, as you can see, it's a relatively cloudy day, quite bright, so there's quite a bit of ambient light coming into the room. But we'll run through the specs quickly now. So it's a triple laser version with 550 ISO lumens. It's 1080p, which is 1920 by 1080. It's got a contrast ratio of 1000 to 1. Throw ratio is 1 to 2 to 1. Your average screen size can value from about 40 inch to 200, but obviously recommend keeping it around 100 for this projector. We have a Google TV with native Netflix, which is a new thing. So you don't have to do any sort of side hacks to get Netflix to work out of the box. Sound wise, you've got 2x6 Hardman Cardman speakers. You can see on the side here on this projector, which also gives you Dolby sound. You have got Wi-Fi 5, Bluetooth 5.1 and HDMI ARC with USB-C also for charging. Again, you can see this isn't too bad. I mean, it's frozen here. This is not anything to do with this is just the Olympics that I'm playing here in the background. So it's also got keystone image alignment. So if I tilt the screen here, it will automatically align the screen back. And if I place it back, the screen will get automatically aligned back, which is very clever. So literally out of the box, pop it down, point it up, turn it on, and it will automatically do what it needs to do. So again, I've not sponsored this video. I'm just giving you a general sort of review of my thoughts on it, and I will be doing the Horizon 20 Pro at some point because that's also a better projector in some ways and with much more capabilities and more options to tweaking your image. Either way, again, it's got a contrast of 1000 to 1, which means basically the whites are 1000 times brighter than any of the blacks. So it's not the best contrast ratio. And again, this is during the day, but to be honest with you, it's viewable and it's definitely, you're able, I mean, there is a massive pink or purple tint on this here, but I assure you this isn't the case in real life. Sound-wise, it's got quite good sound. You would consider, if you were using it as a setup, maybe plugging it into a sound bar, but this is the sound I'll show you now, just out of the box, coming up to, let's go about halfway at 50.
To the semi-finals. Will the Cholet brothers meet in the semi-finals? We will find out very soon. Cholet, Nathan Pair, Lucas Equibar, Lombazolo. And this one, two from France, one from Spain, one from the USA.
So a relatively decent sound, as you can hear. They're 2x6 watts, so a total of 12 watts. The remote control is very good. It's backlit, as you can see here as well. Very nicely built, quite light and portable. You also have another remote control on the side here. So if you're going away or you're traveling from room to room, you don't have to use the normal remote control. You can use this small remote control on a lanyard and it actually comes off if you want to. So that's a very nice touch as well. Now going into the battery. So we have a built-in battery on this device, which they claim Xgimi that lasts up to 2.5 hours. That's if it's on eco settings, which I'll go through that in a second with you. And I didn't really get the 2.5 hours. You're looking at more like 1 hour and 45 minute max. The second you bring the brightness up, which I'll show you now on the settings. So we pull settings up. If we go to picture, and then we go to brightness mode, you'll see it's on number 4 here, and it's in eco setting. So the second you start going up in brightness, it will go automatically to standard. Now in standard, you're not going to get anywhere near that kind of time on the battery, because obviously the picture's getting brighter. So that's it now on setting 10. Again, don't look at this pink or purpley tint if it's coming through on your screens, because I can assure you it's not doing that on mine. And when I come out, so this is the kind of brightness at 10 level maximum during the day, which again, like I said, is quite viewable. It's okay. It does the job, and I think it's better than what they claim. Some more of the settings, so let's turn that back down. So if we go back to picture, we'll drop this brightness mode back down to, or we just hit eco, that will take it back to 4. And then you're going to get the best out of the battery this way. You can buy the stand for this, which clips in to the bottom of the projector. Once you do that, you connect it with a USB-C from the stand to the projector itself, and Xgimi claim again that you will get another 2.5 hours out of that, totaling 5 hours max for playback on battery with the stand. Again, I would realistically say you're looking more so between the 3 and the 4 kind of hours, just simply because you may turn it up, it may struggle, you may have the volume up more, and you know that's all going to affect the battery life in turn. So I would just be a little bit aware of that. So prices for this at the moment are, as of the date today, which is the 12th of February, you can pick up the MoGo 4 laser for £539, which RRP is £679. So it's quite a good deal at the moment on this. And if you go for the bundle, for the outdoor bundle, which gives you a screen, the stands included, etc. like that, and the filters that you can snap onto the front, which I won't go into too much detail on those because, in fairness, I think they're a little bit gimmicky, but they do come in the box, and I'll show you a quick look at them in a minute, but not on the projector. Anyway, that one is now, you're looking at the deal of the outdoor package you can get on Amazon as the time of this video. It's for £639, normally retailing at £799. So you're getting quite a good deal at the moment. So this is how it comes packaged. It comes in a lovely box like this, which is kind of like polystyrene kind of material, but you can actually use that as a carry case, which is what it's intended for. So if we pop it open, this is how it comes, nicely packed. So in here, you can see we have the creative filters here. So these just snap onto the front. I mean, I can show you one actually, look. So it's a creative filter. This one I think is the sunset. You literally come up to the front here and it just snaps on. Once it snaps on and you install the app on the device, it will automatically register that you've snapped it on. And then you get this. Now, when you come in front of this, this is like a moon filter, a sun filter, which is quite nice if you're having a party, or you just want to bring some ambient light into the room, or you're doing self videos, photos, and stuff like that for your Instagram posts. It's quite clever. It's also got the sound with it. Also, a cool feature of this is if you come in front of it, and you just swipe your hand like this in front of it, it will change the colour of the image to have different, which is very nice little touch. But again, there's only limited options with those, and I find they're a little bit gimmicky. And again, you just snap them off. So also in the box here, you have a 70 or 72 inch screen in here, which is the material, and here's the stand for it as well, which you can just pop up together, and all of the bars and stuff linked together. This is the stand here, which we'll go into another video at some point on the stand. Your charging block and your remote control goes in here, and your actual projector lays in here. So it's actually quite a nice touch. And that's a good carry case. We've actually purchased this one to travel abroad to Europe this year, so that when we're staying in our villa, we have a nice screen, because you just don't know what you're going to get with TVs abroad these days. At least we've got our Netflix and stuff. I might have to run a VPN, but I can figure that out while I'm over there. I do use Nord generally, so if I can get this onto the device, I will, and I'll let you guys know. But that's my review on this MoGo 4 laser version. Again, it's 100 lumens more than the standard MoGo 4, so I recommend it, and the picture quality is slightly better. They're both 1080p, but I think this just slightly gives a bit more detail. So my overall thoughts, I would say I'd probably give it maybe a 4 out of 5, just simply because the sound is a little, it could be slightly better, but then what are you expecting out of something out of the box of this size? Also a nice touch here before we move on, it has got a proper HDMI full port because the MoGo 3 didn't. So that's a nice touch because you don't need to use adapters when connecting up your Xbox or your PlayStation to this device, which you can do and use. The other last thing why I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 would be the ISO lumens at 550. I think this would have been nice with maybe, if they could have pushed the ISO lumens to 750 or so, that would have just given it that slight edge. But to be fair, again, as you can see here, this is daytime viewing with quite a brightish day outside, full light coming in, and you're still able to see this on the screen. Again, please ignore that pinky purple tint. It is not like that in real life. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the feed below. I will also be reviewing the Xgimi Horizon 20 Pro at some point, and I'll do that, and let me know if you want to see any more videos. Thanks, guys. Bye.